So there's a question here, and I would like to ask this right away. Would you work with Philippine boxers,
Of
professional
course,
Philippine boxers?
I work with Manny Pacquiao.
These days that's gonna be hard because a lot of people is get like work would like to work with him. But okay, so there are Filipino boxers in Vegas. They always wanted to fight in Vegas. Just in case there are Filipino boxers who's looking for trainer. How do they reach out to you? Are you at the Floyd Mayweather gym? Which gym do they go to in Vegas?
Well, I mean, currently with of course, with the COVID going on right now, I'm actually in
Mm-hmm.
City Boxing Club right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and of course, we're waiting to see when Floyd's Gym is going to be open. I mean, it's been open, but it's open for certain people and things like that. So, I mean, right now, I'm not really. I don't like to be in a gym where I feel that I have to be in and out. I want to go to a gym where as many people as I want to train, I'll be there for that time, and then when I'm done, I'm done. So actually, so that's why right now I'm at City Boxing Club, and very nice facility. I mean, all the people there are nice, and um, yeah, I mean, if you have anyone that wants to train with me, I mean, first they can reach out to me on
Mm-hmm.
social media, Facebook or Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
um, or WhatsApp, and if not, they can come try to see if they can catch me at the gym, and then we can talk. We can talk there as well.
There you go. A lot of Filipino managers and promoters are watching this show, so maybe they'll be interested. So, okay. I also saw something. I'm a little bit hesitant to ask this because I'm gonna mention the name. But it is on one of your video. It is one of your video. You're talking about Deontay Wilder. What would you work with him if you're the trainer of the Deontay Wilder?
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Deontay Wilder is actually, to me, one of the most exciting fighters on the planet.
Mm, mm-hmm,
And I think that, of course, I think that I can add to him. I can make him a better fighter. Not necessarily so much. I mean, because one thing is this, and I'm not judging, and I'm not even judging who's training him, because I think that a lot of fighters, once they have that kind of power and they have knowledge that they have that kind of power, they forget about the basics. They forget about the normal things that they should be doing if they didn't have that power. And he's gotten to a point where he he's probably forgot the fundamentals of boxing. He forgot using his jab. He forgot hooking off the jab. He forgot, all the other things that comes along with it. Just
mm-hmm.
because all it takes is one punch for him to end the fight.
Ah, so you
And
want
so,
to take him back to grade school, basic.
yeah, I think that that's very, very important because I mean the last time he got beat, it wasn't it wasn't really it really didn't have anything to do with um I mean of course there's all these conspiracy theories about what happened, but um I mean I think what happened to me was that he um Tyson Fury came up with a great strategy.
Mhm.
I mean, and he applied it. And basically, what his strategy was is that he put that 278 pounds on top of Wilder's head every chance he could,
Yeah,
and Wilder was busy pushing up, trying everything he could to get out of that position, and drained him.
okay, that's very very good strategy then. Uh, I want to ask you this because since we're talking about this, and I'm gonna ask about your professional boxing career. Since we're talking about Wilder, Tyson Fury Wilder, it probably would happen. Who's gonna win the third fight?
Well, me myself, I think that if Wilder doesn't take a tune-up fight, he's not going to win. I
Oh,
think that when you get beat that bad, you have to do something to get your bravado back. You gotta, you have to, because he had that S on his chest in the
Yeah.
beginning. The S has been removed now. And so basically, I think that you go back to basics, just what I was talking about earlier. You got to go back to the basics and, and actually work on them. Not just go back and say, okay, well, I'm just going to do this because this is what I should be doing. No,
Hmm.
do it because it's necessary. And I think that if he gets back to that, and because right now, the only thing that Fury has to look for is big right hand. So,
Yeah, yeah.
and I mean, and if you got any defensive skills, you're gonna see that come. You're gonna see that punch coming.
Okay.
I mean, of course, if you don't see it coming, it could be good night. But I don't think Wild. I mean, and Fury's a great defensive fighter for a guy his size.
Mm.
And plus, I mean, not only that, he takes a great shot. And
Yes.
so I mean, one punch obviously ain't gonna knock him out. It, even
Yeah.
though he dropped him twice in the first fight, he
Yeah.
still finished the fight.
I was
On
surprised that he got up. He looks like he got really hurt bad the way he was positioned on the canvas.
yeah, yeah, but he can, and that goes to show you that I mean he can take it.
Do you think Deontay Wilder at this stage of his career can still change his style? Can still learn the basics?
No, no, I don't think going back to the basics is actually changing his style. I
Okay.
think that when going back to the basics is really just using the fundamentals that you already have, but for some reason you stop. And the reason why you probably stopped is because every time you hit someone, they go to sleep. And so basically he needs to, get in the ring, work on his boxing fundamentals, using a long jab, using his reach, using his height, everything, and I mean, and all those things that he hasn't been using will make a difference in the fight.
Okay. Makes a lot of sense. Thank you very much for that.
POWCAST Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.